I have to talk about Quiyuan. This is probably the next male character I have been excited for ever since Brent came out. He gives me the vibes when you combine Jingyuan's hairstyle and Dongheng's color scheme, you eventually literally get this. And I love it. I was so relieved. This whole time I was hoping he'd be the same element like his color scheme, which I am glad that was the case, and wielding a sword too. Clearly, he already did look like some kind of warrior samurai, so this was one of those reasons I felt quite excited for this one. Not to mention, Augusta's color scheme did quite fool us thinking she'd be Pyro at first, so I understand that other players might have thought it was something else. But I had to really trust my gut on this one, and I'm so glad this was Aero. So why is it that I'm happy for an Aero Resonator gentleman per se? Well, as of the last Aero Resonators we have gotten so far, we got Encartophilia as a main DPS, and Sinacona being a support but could also be used as a sub DPS. So what would Qiuyuan be then? I am aware Jian had been so far the only main Aero DPS until Cartophilia joined that roster. Now, as for some who do not know, I unfortunately did not get Sinacona. I'm not saying I didn't want to, I actually wanted to, but it's because I wanted to make sure I landed with a main DPS Aero character like Cartophilia first. My strategy was hoping that Qiuyuan would be the next Aero Resonator to probably be either sub DPS. And yes, this is quite a risky gamble I just pulled, but I'm so happy that he was the element I wanted. Now my hopes are to have Qiuyuan to be the next sub DPS for Aero. Why? Well, I will admit, Cartophilia has been the next main DPS unit. Again, as you know, Cartophilia has been considerably the next DPS Aero character, along with Jian being a main DPS Aero character. But so far we haven't not seen our sub DPS Aero character. Assuming that we already have Sinacona, again this is all but just a fun prediction, but according to his summary, since he is most likely the lone swordsman type, it's possible we could get similar treatment like Brant in some ways. I mean, if he knows how to hold off on his own, I'm pretty sure he's probably broken, probably as well very good to deal with the art of the sword. Although I need to keep in mind for everybody, I can't assume too much into this as we still have to support its official release once the kit's been made public. Why do I believe he'd be a good sub DPS? For the record, he could help with a lot of Cartophilia mains out with attack buff control, more for erosion damage possibly. I was thinking as well if he has a type of buff for heavy damage. It was really fun to ask WUA players through Discord and my members, what do you think Qiuyuan's role would be? A few are also speculating of either being a sub DPS or a main DPS. I can see he can do a lot of sword damage, we'll see. It's been another character I'm really aiming for, gonna be grinding my Azerites for, and I'm actually quite excited. I can't wait, and we'll see how this goes. I'm quite concerned now, because we don't even know what he's gonna sound like. So if it's gonna sound like a low voice or something, I think I'm gonna die. So what do y'all think about Qiuyuan? Are you looking forward to pulling for him? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Lightful and I love reacting to anime games such as Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and so much more. I also enjoy talking about the stories and interactions through Wuthering Waves as well. So if you're interested and riding along in my journey, then consider subscribing. I live stream as well on YouTube and Twitch every other week. Until then, be lightful and stay delightful.